Did I catch them fast enough? That's the question.
Alright. We are starting off there.
I say my initial fear is about everyone just picking Jules Veil again. We're actually quite unfounded. This has been more of a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a Jules Veil since that first out.
I think there's been like one. Like a singular one. Yeah, a lot of what I want to see here is I'm interested in what John's edgeguards are going to look like, because this is one of the matchups where Clairen's edgeguarding becomes the most kind of pronounced in its importance. Not to say Zetter is always the easiest character to edgeguard,
yeah,
but historically...
we definitely saw in that set versus Loxodon, John Neutral wasn't necessarily taking... John was giving a lot of space to Loxodon in the recovery.
Yeah. And to be honest, like, this is something I just noticed with his play in general, is that he's definitely very passive around the ledge. And in some level, I think that's fine, but there are matchups like Zetterburn where you are going to need to press the issue a little bit.
Back through, F-Strong's not gonna combo here.
Yep, okay.
Not catching the tech. On the sledge. And that's... I think neutral B could have taken that.
Yeah,
or set
okay.
up into like a side B.
Good ledge hog.
Doesn't matter, you're gonna ledge hog. Works.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, Doctor not DIing in for the up tilt.
Trevor's vision!
What do you even do about it? What do you even do?
I think Falco would just...
If there's one thing that I have felt running this series compared to like Rivals 1RAS and Rivals Resets, it's that I feel like I see a lot more tags like these. I don't even know how to explain what I mean by that.
Like nonsense tags?
Not even nonsense tags, just tags that feel very explicitly like Smash player, or like, you know?
I mean, that's what I noticed when I was like, there's just a lot more Smash players that play it. I'm like, there is something about, like, most...
But it's not even just that there's more Smash players playing,
it's... Aren't really, like, most Rivals tags weren't really joke tags, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
I found that, like, I don't think I really ran into many Rivals players who had a tag that wasn't, like, some of them were, like, a little bit silly. Like, I don't know, you have something like, bucket full of biscuits. That's, like, a little silly, but it's not, like, entirely a joke, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, that's a fine tag, I feel like. But, like, John Neutral is, like...
Yeah, like, John Neutral or, like, approximately 7 mobs. Like, I see so many more tags like that running the series.
Fully naked at the urinal.
Fully naked at the urinal is a really good example, yeah.
It's like, this tag is fine, but also, like... what is wrong with you?
Game's going down to the wire here, also.
The game's going down to the wire here.
Fair, and another ledge hog.
I guess that is the third. That's the third thing I've noticed about Smash players. The tags they have are a lot more insane.
Don't waste my time.
At the very least, I think they're more likely to have insane tags. See, the thing about Rivals players is we've always had, like, dumb Steam names, but the actual tag is, like,
the actual tag, like,
standard.
I think that, like, partially because, like, Steam lets you change your Steam name all you want, so it's like, yeah, if I want to have a joke name, I will make my name a joke for a little bit.
You can do it just on Steam. It's like StartGG does actually force you to use the tag for a whole month if you change it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Merchant people are more likely to just hang with that tag, like, silly tags for a bit. Whereas, like, yeah, with Steam, it's just like, I've gone through a lot of, like, peculiar Steam names, but...
Yeah.
I kept the tag Roof on for 8 years at this point, actually.
Yeah, I don't know quite how I feel about the merchant pick. I think it's fine. Like, there's something too noteworthy about it, but, DIing out a lot of these fairs. John's gonna have to be a little more careful.
Yeah, John is. You're not getting too punished on the recovery, but down throw up.
Yeah, I wonder if he was just trying
no.
to specifically DI the sour hit, and then occasionally it's just like, no, you're getting hit by a sweet spot fair.
Yeah, Zetterburn fair is so cool. I like how there's a sour hit you have to DI, a sweet spot you have to hit DI, and then sometimes you get reverse sweet spotted. You also have to DI that correctly.
Rivals has so many moves like that. It's kind of evil.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Your down throw is brutal.
So, yeah, not quite.
Pressure port's a pick.
I mean, it's been working out really well so far. I feel like John hasn't been able to really start very many punishes, which is kind of interesting, because I would almost think the stage would be a little better for that, for Clairen. Just being a little more open. Clairen is...
I mean, but on the other hand, like, you do have the platform sort of cover to a Zetterburn, although I don't even think John Neutral's really gone into many edge guard situations yet, I mean, right now.
I mean, yeah, and Dosbox hasn't had to recover much, and when he has, I don't know if I couldn't tell if he was using the platform, but I don't think he was.
But like, yeah, having up tilt cover that platform is nice, but I don't know.
Cool. There's... Here we go, getting some fairs. Oh, yeah.
That...
Okay.
Fair.
Some very interesting neighbors coming out from John. I'm always like... It feels so weird to just say John as the tag. Like, I feel like I have to say John neutral every time, but I don't really want to.
Well, I was gonna say neutral, but like on the other hand,
That's even worse, I think.
I mean, I know someone who's. I mean, yeah, in this case, yeah, there is a palm player with the tag neutral.
I mean, that's if the tag is just neutral, then there's not a whole lot you can do. But in this case, I feel like I'd rather say John, but that just feels so weird. I don't know. Which is funny. I don't really know a lot of Johns anymore. And it's weird given how common the name is. But anyway, back on track here. We finally have Jules Vale again.
I'm not sure I've ever met a real person named John in my life.
Really? Okay,
I don't think I have.
That's abnormal.
Okay, apparently I have, according to April.
Well, anyway, yeah, the Jules Vale pick. I mean, I like it. I think this is a generally pretty safe fallback pick for Clairen when all else fails.
Yeah, whenever everything else fails, you can always go to Jules Vale.
I like that parry. We're getting... Yeah, that's up. You know, it's unfortunate, actually, because I do see what John's going for with a lot of those edgeguard attempts. I think that in basically all of them, he was just barely too early and then ends up kind of paying the price for it. You just let Zetter live for a little too long, and eventually he's going to find that,
like... Zetter's going to shine up strong you, and you're going to cry.
He's going to just find the most devastating...
Mostly it's just been down throw up strong. This is actually what we've been seeing, but...
I don't actually see a lot of Shine Up Strong in R2AS in this game, which, mind you, I didn't see a lot of it in Rivals 1 R2AS either, and maybe it's just that the game was older by the time I was running it, but usually if a Zetter made top 8, there was like a 50-50 chance at least that they would Shine Up Strong.
To be fair, like, fair up strong is...
Another...
Wait, the pull confirm. Falco! Been commanding this game.
Yeah. Yeah, so John had a really good start to the game. It felt like, oh...
Oh, well,
okay.
Sometimes you just sometimes you just choose to win the game instead.
Yeah, a little bit of mind control right there. Unfortunate SD for DOS, but... I mean, with how well he was playing for the rest of the game, I do think that, you know, especially what we're seeing right now, 76% already on John, and that might just be a kill.
Nice DI. Both players just kind of wondering if John Neutral will live.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. Lots of up airs.
Grab chains. The neutral B, that's fine.
Oh, and then
Oh,
hesitates. That's so unfortunate. Just kind of hesitated a little bit on the aerial when I think.
Oh, you're not cooked yet. Oh, and the shine to cover the jump out of shield, but it doesn't. It's not gonna quite confirm to up strong.
Yeah.
Getting the grab there. Very tense. Getting the re-grab. Not hitting the dare quite yet. See if John can win this edge guard. Finding the tipper.
Man, this game that was looking so good for DOS just slips out
Now
of his hands all into
SD on stock 2. John Neutral's able to take that and close it out.
Don't waste my time.
Well done. Some
Yeah.
really nice tech spaces there.
I'll say, I mean,
Two
unfortunate
solid combos
SD
that close out that
was
stock.
definitely a part of it, but DOS did start that stock with like a really, really good combo and almost killed John Neutral, but you just barely let him live, and it was that tiny bit of leeway that was all that he needed to win that game.
Got an inch, took a mile.
Exactly.
Oh, we're going back to Jules Vale.
Honestly, yeah, like,
I lost
again,
here, I didn't deserve to lose here. Heading back.
yeah, DOS hella had that game for like almost, oh no. I was reporting score on StarTG. What just happened? Was that another SD?
SD. That was just an SD.
Man. The nerves are...
Okay.
Dude,
This game is not real.
What is going on? What is doing on this set? It's like... Okay, I think if the pattern
your first stock at
continued...
like 40 when you can just kill your opponent at 40. Rivals of Aether 2 is one of the video games of all time.
I think if the pattern continued here, this probably would have been a 3-0, but it looks like we could very well get another game 5. That was such a fast stock, I barely even had a chance to process it.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're seeing a lot of down airs coming out from DOS right now.
Just like, not letting getting into this Grand's winner's side slip out of their fingers.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Okay, is gonna get the tack. Yeah, unfortunate. Rare moment of being too far in for the tipper down air. Ooh. I gotta say, I really like John's nairs. I think that, he's really good at, like, turning the most random nairs into tipper nairs. Ooh, okay, that is gonna tipper, but no kill off of it, and you really need to kill this, this lion right now.
Good tech. Liking these baits here from John Neutral. That's where you know he got the neutral in his name from.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. The nerf's very much coming in there. Dal's not able to recover from that one as long as he can go for the ledge hog. And,
You're just cooked. You live?
no.
You live.
Oh. Hey.
You do not live.
Zetterburn just hits those. I mean...
That was a hell of a dare. Well, it looks like we're getting another game 5 set.
Yeah. Can I put that on? Why? Give my cursor here. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Immediately starting off with the fire F-bow. That's interesting, interesting start. Yeah, so this was John's pick, Forest, for game number 5. It's... I don't hate it, but it's definitely a risky one. We're going to a stage that's still fairly open, like Jules Vale, but significantly smaller and significantly scrappier. And Zetterburn is the character that's going to be running you over in those scrappy exchanges. I don't entirely hate it. but I do think it's slightly
I
dangerous.
kind of would have liked to see. Would I like to see Hodojo? I don't know. I've been really liking. John Neutrals has a lot of really good tech chase like grab extensions, like with the dares into those spike tech chases, as well as like up throw, etc. There. And like the flatness of the stage, I think will help with that. Because I don't think they need the platforms for the extensions.
Sure.
So I can see it.
Oh boy. They're covering the platform, but this is building up a lead here. Ooh, DIing all the way. It's so scary because it's like you try to DI in front of Clairen and you're probably just gonna get fared. You DI behind Clairen and you're gonna get dared. That's arguably even worse.
That purple's at 100.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Clairen is lighter in this game than she was in Rivals 1. Not like a ton lighter, but she is a little bit lighter compared to the rest of the
I don't
cast.
know I don't even know how the knockback equation works in this game for weight. I gotta read up on my docs. I was looking at the Dragdown wiki. It's actually pretty heat, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's like Clairen was right in the middle in Rivals 1. In this game, she's slightly below the average.
Yeah. Because when Rivals 1, every fire character had 100 base weight. This is why Orkin is also a fire character, if you think about it.
In this game, they're a lot more spread out. Zetterburn is like slightly heavier than the rest. Forsburn's right around the middle. Clairen's right below the middle.
Yeah, because all the fire characters died out the same off the top. They just died different off the side. You had the Maul of Clairen, and then you had the Forsburn Zetter.
Oh wait, huge combo here. This is looking like potentially the end of the set, actually. Dos is taking a ton of damage from all these little on-stage strings.
Nice, not overextending with this edge guard, and yeah, looking like it could be John Neutral's game here.
Wow.
In fact, it is. That just kills. Nicely done.